gonna hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gonna hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gonna hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gonna hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. Situations that we wanna talk about. Got a few disagreements, we gon' need to talk it out. Right here in the hot seat, no need for another route. We gon' keep it 100 without the bottle count. LP gon' pull it out you. A dentist with a drill. Don't be all up in your feelings. Auntie gon' keep it real. On cut with no chasing, no guard and no shield. Conversation productive. Ain't worried about how you feel. Discussions keep on rising. Shooting just like a rocket. They gon' need some addressing. Climaxing, can I? Put it on the floor.
You heard it. 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 Heard it. 24 Night said, put it on the floor. Reason why I got this mask on is to promote. Yes, that right there. Urban Voice Media mask. Go to Facebook page. Grab your Urban Voice Media mask. The pandemic is still real, people. It's still out there. Yes, I'm going to keep this on so you guys can get a good look at what it is. I can turn it to the side a little bit. Maybe we can get you looking like that. There we go. There we go. Urban Voice Media will get your mask. Real nice and comfortable, easy on the ears, as you can see. Real nice and easy on the ears. Cover up just like that. This is supposed to go over, but you know what? Ain't nobody in here but me. But I'm going to keep this right here so you guys can see. Urban Voice Media, go grab yours. They're real low price. Get them while they last. As you see, going across the screen, we're going to be talking about Richard Sherman. Richie Rich. Richard Sherman. Wonderful, wonderful NFL football star. You know what? Sometimes, things happen to the best of us. We get a little bit out of character and lose our sanity, mental state, and do things that we later regret, once we come back to reality as to who we were. This situation right here, the reason why I really want to talk about this is not in reference to what Richard did, and it's not so much into what his wife Ashley done. She did a great job, Ashley, great job in trying to save your husband. But this segment really is going to be about the 911 dispatcher. And after I play the video, you guys will understand what the hell is LB talking about, the 911 dispatcher. You'll see what I mean after I play the video, not the video, but the audio. I'll be playing that. And in the audio, the dispatcher was very impatient. And I want you guys to listen to her. As Ashley was trying to tell her what's going on, the dispatcher was more interested in, well, you tell me this, well, you tell me this. Where Ashley was doing a good job in describing what was going on. And in my opinion, it seemed like the dispatcher wanted to play judge, in reference judge/attorney, more so attorney than judge. Meaning, I'm cross-examining you, and I'm like, lady, just take the lady's information. Quit trying to ask her. Everybody sounds like nobody's hurt, which Ashley did explain. No one was hurt. It's just that her husband is acting very erratic, and he's not being his humble self. And for those who don't know who Richard Sherman is, he started his career out at Seattle Seahawks. And from the Seattle Seahawks, he went down to the, San Francisco 49ers. And now he's a free agent. He's up to going back to the Seahawks, which also on the tables was the New Orleans Saints. They were interested in grabbing him as well. And right now, everything is on hold until the investigation is over with and they see what's going to happen with Richard as to what went on for this incident to happen. This happened yesterday, Wednesday morning, sometime in the early morning. It happened, and his wife Ashley. They say Ashley called 911, and she tried to relay over to the 911 dispatcher as to the incident and what was going on at the house. I'm gonna play this, and I want you guys to just really, instead of listening to so much as to what Ashley had to say, listen at how rude and, in my opinion, very just disrespectful. And when they talk about um, defund the police, these are the type of things. And my thing is not so much in reference to defunding money, defund some of the positions that's not needed. Not saying we don't need 911 dispatchers, but we need to reevaluate the dispatchers that we do have, because these dispatchers could be giving out, relaying out false information because they're not listening. And as you listen to this, tell me how many times this lady got to repeat herself, or did you get it the first time? Because the dispatcher keep asking her to repeat herself. You guys, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna and to give you an idea of who Ashley is, here she is here. I'll be back momentarily. I want you guys to check it out. Now you hear that, ladies and gentlemen, as she was trying her best to let the lady know what the situation was. This dispatcher was just, I would hate to have to call a 911 dispatcher and get her, because I would probably curse her out and say, you get me somebody else. She may hang up on me. I have to call a different 911. But Ashley tried her best to let the lady know what was going on. So when she do have police come out there, you're not coming out there for the wrong reason. You're not coming out there ready, the police ready, amped up, geared to blast. As she stated that, he's only trying to harm himself. And, she's trying to protect him from leaving because she sees that he's drunk. But of course, this dispatcher, she's just rude, just being overly rude. And people, don't get me wrong, the dispatcher did need some vital information. She did need to know where to come. But my thing is, you were on that phone call with her. This phone call, it shows it was 2 minutes and 17 seconds. In that 2 minutes and 17 seconds, you could have got the address somewhere without interrupting her. Therefore, you could have got all the notations of what she was trying to get off her chest. She's amped up trying to get things off her chest. And my thing is, let her give you as much information, but you got to listen. My fault, ladies and gentlemen. You got to listen. You have to listen, people. And I think that's what's wrong with a lot of Americans. They are so egotistical about them wanting to speak or them wanting to be a leader of the pack. They don't want to listen to what others have to say. And I just don't get it. And I feel that this police station in Washington, I think this happened out in Richmond, Washington. They really need to look at the dispatch unit that they have there and ask, are these people trained up adequately? Are they? Now, Sherman is 33 years old. And he's going towards the final years of his life in reference to being a defensive back in the NFL. But they said that he was drunk, and what happened was he had ran into, where was it at? It stated that he had ran into before he had got to his in-laws' house and tried to break in. He had ran into something. I go back to see where that report was, what he ran into. It was some type of construction unit he had ran into. So they called it a hit and run, but it didn't say whether he hit a person. It just said that he hit a construction unit, whatever that meant. But his wife tried to let them know that, he was being violent with them. And evidently, they were trying to get him calmed down, and he's not trying to listen. He's a big dude, he's a tall dude, got some weight on him. And him being drunk, when you're drunk, a lot of times some drunks are even stronger than they are when they're not intoxicated. And also it said that, he was threatening to kill himself by strangling himself, not by shooting him with the gun. And that's what Ashley was trying to relay over to the dispatcher, who was not trying to hear nothing. But I'm going to go back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go back and play just the beginning portion. And I want you to listen to just the beginning of this once again. I ain't going to play the whole thing, just the beginning. Check it out.
911, what are you reporting?
I need officers to my house now. My husband is drunk and threatening to kill himself.
Stop. What's the address? Are there any weapons?
Now you see that? She's saying stop. Listen to what they got to say. Listen to what she got to say. Because within 2 minutes and 17 seconds, if you don't listen to what she had to say, is 2 minutes really going to take away from the police getting there? Is it really? Well, not 2 minutes, but is 35 seconds to 45, maybe a minute, going to take away from the police actually getting there? No, it's not. Just rude. This may be one of the biggest problems when police are dispatched out to problem sectors in the African American community. They already got a report that says, hey, guns and bullets and threatening to kill the police. So the police already jacked up, cocked, ready to go. Cause look at the report we get ready to go through, y'all. This is what we got right here. All because you got people working behind the desk on the phones who maybe don't have a good home life. The husband isn't good to them. The wife isn't good to them. The kids are just erratic and foolish. So you carry that to your job, and you do a trashy, dirty job. Your work ethic is on zero. From 0 to 10, your work ethic is on 0. When it comes to and see, think about it. With her being a dispatcher, what did she help that lady feel like everything's gonna be okay? I'm waiting on the answer. Ladies and gentlemen. Where did she make Miss Sherman feel, you know what, Miss Sherman, we got this, we in control? She even told Miss Sherman, I got this, I'm in control of this. Whoa. Pump your brakes, lady. Whoever you are, pump your brakes. Just pump your brakes. If for those who are just chiming in, what we're talking about is the Richmond Sherman incident. It happened yesterday morning. He crashed his SUV into a construction zone, some type of unit there, and then he tried to break into his in-laws' house. He was drunk, and the police were able to subdue him, get him under control without any harm. He had a couple, maybe little scratches or bruises, but nothing, big. He didn't assault any police officers per the reports. And in reference to bail, they said that Sherman, he waived his first appearance in court today, and he was represented by an attorney, thank goodness. But tomorrow morning he will be at a hearing related to the 4 charges that he have, and it says all of them are either misdemeanors or gross misdemeanors, including misdemeanor criminal trespassing, malice, mischief, and resisting arrest. So, luckily with him resisting arrest because I'm being drunk, it didn't go too far. They say that he will not face any felony charges. I mean, what felony did he do? So why even put that in the report? See what I'm saying? But glad y'all did. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, when you're calling 911, let's hope you don't get a lady that handled herself like this.
911, what are you reporting?
I need officers to my house now. My husband is drunk and threatening to kill himself.
Stop. What's the address?
You hear that? She's saying stop. Ooh, man, can someone just go and tell her, look, you fired. You're the weakest link. You're fired. She's telling this lady, stop. Like, you know what? You're bothering me. Stop. Really? I got the mask, ladies and gentlemen, because Urban Voice Media. Go get your mask at Facebook. On the Urban Voice Media site, go get your mask. She's telling the lady, stop. Yeah, you luckily, Ashley didn't curse you out. And you probably didn't care. You probably would have hung up on him and played like, something went wrong with the line. You know how that story goes. But people, really, do you have to talk to people that way? Now, I imagine when the ladies and the gentlemen are on the beat with that same mentality, are you handling the brothers and sisters that same way? So far, the video footage shows that you are. Not all of you. We do got some good ones out there. We just like to see the good ones stand up against the bad ones. That's all we would like to see. So maybe we can weed out the bad ones and keep the bad ones weeded out. But I asked that question with the mentality of what you just heard from the 911 dispatcher. Reason why this is titled 911 is a joke. You remember when Public Enemy came out with that song? And you remember they also had one that said, don't believe the hype. Meaning, don't believe the hype that police officers are, quote, God's given chosen ones. That they do right by everyone. No, they don't. This lady right here is a prime example. Listen to her. Thank goodness everything went good. Nothing catastrophic happened. There was no bullets being fired. Hopefully some of the police officers even knew Richard by, him playing sports, and they are into sports themselves. They said, you know what, we're going to pump it down. We're not going to pull the guns on this because we want to watch them play again this year. So hopefully that was their mentality. But think what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. With this type of mentality right here behind 911, with this right here behind 911, imagine.
911, what are you reporting?
I need officers to my house now. My husband is drunk and threatening to kill himself.
Stop. What's the address?
Hopefully, we can get some psychological evaluation for some of these police officers who've been on the beat for 6 months, every 6 months. Hopefully, we can get training with some of these police officers and 911 dispatchers. As we can see here, there's an issue to learn how to talk to people without being rude, sarcastic, and demeaning. Hopefully we can get state troopers, whole entire anything dealing with police to go through a reform to where the reform is being followed up on every 3 to possibly 6 months. So we can get this type of stuff right here weeded out. This topic isn't really about Richard Sherman. This topic is about the 911 call dispatcher. That's what this is about. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you come across something of this magnitude, the sir or the madam, can you please send me to somebody else? Because I don't feel comfortable with you. Just do that. See what happens. If you have to call 911. And hopefully it's not within a life or death situation, but a situation where you got time to, you know what, get rid of this idiot on the phone and get someone who actually is concerned about listening to what really is happening before the police gets there and look at this trashy report they got that's all over the place because somebody didn't want to listen because they are in control of this, as the lady says. Think about that right there, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, let's keep our heads held up high for Richard and that whatever troubles he's going through, because the report says that, you know, he's been going through some personal issues, you know, for quite some time, and his friends have reached out to him. They tried to you know, help him with whatever it is that he's going through. Let's just hope that, you know, he gets the help that he needs to help him get past whatever the problems, whatever the trauma that it is that's bothering him, that's causing him to react the way he reacted yesterday and the days prior to that. Let's just hope that he goes through that, and also he comes back with a strong, prosperous mental state to where he can keep performing as an athlete on the football field with whatever team he goes to. And would like to see some reports for him to come to Dallas Cowboys. I just said that. Yes, I did. Don't y'all hate on me. You know, guys, we on Hot Topics, we throw out there the big dummy. And we haven't had a big dummy in a while. You know, the big dummy of the day, as we call it. We haven't had that in a while. Because we've been running through some good topics. But this right here, it's almost like a big dummy, but at the same time, it's why in the world? And who is finding these videos and putting that lavish music to it? I'm going to sit back, but y'all check this out right here. Now, my thing on that one right there is this, ladies and gentlemen. They doing a jerk. I didn't say they are jerks. They're doing a jerk or a formation of a jerk. Now, these were of Latino descent. And I'm just wondering, I don't know if it was Brazil, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic. I'm just wondering, did anybody, when they were there filming that, hear some bones clacking? Because he was just as skinny as her and she was just as skinny as him. And I'm just afraid that, you know what, a bone gonna break somewhere. Some popping is going on. Some serious popping. Because that was hideous. Oh, that was hideous. Just to see it was hideous. I'm like, I don't care what music you're listening to. That right there was the cue. That wasn't cute at all. I don't care what music you were listening to. Look at this. Look. See the way he started out. Did y'all look at the eyes? Look at the eyes on this dude. Oh my word, and I didn't see them shoes. Imagine he walking up to you, hey, would you like to dance? In front of all your girls. What you gonna do? And he don't take no for an answer. He sees you fine and sexy and start dancing with you like that right there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? All right, y'all. The next topic, this here, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a relationship and you wondering, you know what? Your relationship meaning married, going together. That's a relationship. For people who like, hey, LB, what you mean relationship? If you're in a relationship with a person and you're wondering, you know what? Should I do this for the long haul? Should I sit back and let her lead? Should I sit back and let him lead? You know, we got so much going on. We got ties going around us, and we're unable to break some of the things that's going on. Let this right here, let this be an inspiration to you. I'm gonna sit back. Y'all watch this.
The joy of watching this.
Something about this couple. Everybody looking at it like, oh wow, that's a game that they playing. Hopefully they'll be able to get them shirts and get through this difficult time in this game. But the way that I'm looking at it is every Black African American couple, every Mexican couple, when you go through obstacles, as long as you have a strong king, a strong man that's leading and guiding you, and he's figuring out different things, he's praying about it, he's stepping through different things, he's squeezing you through different things, he's willing to bend and break, and he's taller and bigger than you, but he's showing you that he has you. The whole time you're just trying to stay calm. Trust that he has you. Trust that he has your back. You continue to be submissive. When he say step here, you do that. When he say go down here, you do that. Why? Because you feel in your heart that you have found the man that can lead you and your babies. So you never give up. You allow him to keep trying. Because if he's bigger than you, taller than you, stronger than you, and you have put your trust in him, you're going to believe that he's going to get y'all through this. See, sometimes we have forgot to be just a woman, be submissive, and let our men lead and guide us, because we find ourselves getting in relationships with men that is weaker than us. We find ourselves getting in relationships with men that God did not ordain to be with us. In a relationship, you're going to go through your ups and downs, my God, your ins and your outs, your overs and unders, your trials and tribulations. But hold on. And as a Black couple, that's what we do. We struggle. We go through the pain. We go through the hurt. Look at her laughing. We try to make the fun out of it. We try to see what we can do. But if you notice, they never separated. My God. So if you don't see I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't see the love and the passion, the obedience, the abundance in this relationship, baby, I don't know. We just, look, watch this. Look at this. Look, step now. Oh, he said, baby, you got it. Now watch her. Watch how she get out of it. When I say, and then if you stick with it and you stay prayed up and you continue to do what it is that God will do, he will set you free. He will give you everything your heart desires in your relationship and your finances. Black couples rock.
Mm-hmm. And y'all saw that. Ladies, if you have a good man, learn from him. Ladies, if you have a man that's trying hard to become great for you, him, and the family, be there for him. Be there with him. Be there beside him. I don't believe in being behind him, because if you're behind him, you can't see anything. Be beside him, because he can only look left while you're looking right. If you're looking right and he's looking left, both of y'all can see everything that's coming forward to you. If he's looking this way, he cannot look that way at the same time. That's why you need to be beside him, not behind him. And I would like to flip this in reference to the men as well. If you have a strong lady who's ambitious and have the leadership in reference to making things happen for the family, stand beside her. And just because she's leading things does not mean that you got to be behind her. Be beside her. Therefore, you can learn from her. Same thing, ladies. You can learn from him. But what a woman needs is a man who supports her 100%. What a man needs is a woman who supports him 100%. And while she's supporting him, you just don't sit back and look. You help do. You help create. Because if you're helping and you're creating while he's helping creating, you guys are getting so much further. You guys have become so much stronger as a unit. It will be until death do you part versus 2, 3, 5 years, split up, divorce. Someone has to sit back. I was watching, I'm a big boxing fan, and I was watching Jamal and Jamal Charlo. And Jamil said, you know, with them two almost being close in weight, and they vowed never to fight one another. He said, you know, both of them can't win. There has to be a winner and a loser, meaning one is going to always outshine the other one. And he said, I don't mind taking second place sometimes. Ladies, it's okay to take second place. Men, it's okay to take second place. Because while you're taking second place, as Jamil said, I'm still going to shine, right? Because if he shine, I shine. Hello. If she shine, I shine. Hello. So, ladies, it's okay. Men, it's okay. Stand beside your mate and help elevate them to that next level of greatness that they desire to be. And at the same time, you work on your level of greatness. Don't sit back and just watch them do everything. Don't do that. Don't do that. See, that's where you fall apart, because you're not being a good team player. Be a good team player. Go and watch that video. Go back and look at that over. And for those who got troubles understanding that, go back and look at it. It's very, very deep. And the message on it is on point. Anthony Jackson, thank you for sending that video over to us, brother. We salute to you for sending that information over to us. It was very much needed, especially with what's going on with everyone getting on the bandwagon of what's wrong with Richard. What's going on with Richard Sherman? Did y'all hear about Richard Sherman? Well, at the same time, you may have some troubles in your relationship, in your marriage, that you may need to just sit back and reevaluate. And this brother, he has to sit back and do the same. So on the note of what you just seen, think about it. You got a good man, follow him. You got a good lady, follow her. You never know where you guys are going to end up, but you can end up to somewhere great, promising, and happy, as long as you helping one another. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for Hot Topics. Until next time, y'all be good. We're going to be out. Hot Topics.
We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. Got a few situations that we wanna talk about. Got a few disagreements, we gon' need to talk it out. Right here in the hot seat, no need for another route. We gon' keep it 100 without the bottom count. LB gon' pull it out you, a dentist with a drill. Don't be all up in your feelings, auntie gon' keep it real. Uncut with no chasing, no guard and no shield. Conversation productive, ain't worried about how you feel. Discussions keep on rising, shooting just like a rocket. They gon' need some aggression. Climaxing, can I stop it? Old news telling lies and getting out the pocket. This is Urban Bros Media, giving you hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. Just put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put